Well, last weekend, an Italian newspaper headline over a photo of Andrea Massi scoring his famous try read, "One small step for a rugby player, one giant leap for Italian rugby." That's Jeff Cross there, who did well off the bench against England last weekend to earn a start at tight head prop in place of Murray Lowe. It's an all Edinburgh front row for Scotland with Ross Ford and Alan Jacobson alongside Jeff Cross. At number 8, Kelly Brown starts despite being stretchered off at Twickenham. In the backs, one late change yesterday, Max Evans, who we heard from there, Nicky Walker coming in his place at number 14. The Italian team, despite their heroic victory against France, Nick Mallett has no concerns about altering a winning team. There are 6 changes in total, 4 of them in the pack. Perugini and Gilardini coming into the front row, Geldon Hayes in the second row, and Paul Derbyshire in the back row. Here in the backs, Chris Burton comes in at number 10, and Alberto Scarby is recalled in the centre. Luciano Oquera started the game against France last weekend. He's not so much dropped to the bench today, but rested. He's got an ongoing ankle problem that means he can't play 2 full games 2 weekends in a row. And that's the man in charge, Steve Walsh, who 2 years ago was due to referee a Grand Slam decider in Cardiff. He was withdrawn from that game in controversial circumstances, but back now in favour with the authorities. He represents Australia these days and not his native New Zealand. So we are underway for the final weekend of the RBS Six Nations for 2011.
Barnage, tackle not releasing.
Lamont's pass was a little bit lateral to Ford. Difficult for him to build much momentum there. This is Patterson. Italy's defensive cover is very well spread. They're matching up, not allowing overlaps, but Scotland finally activating the penalty. Scotland are up and running.
They are. I said at the top of the programme, when Chris Patterson's in your side, both for the opposition and your own team, you get confidence. And from an opposition view, you know that if you concede a penalty, there's every likelihood it's going to be converted to get 3 points. So good start by Scotland.
Simonzato to his captain, Parise. And this is Alessandro Zari, tackled by Nathan Hines. Simonzato to Burton. It looked like he was thinking about kicking there. Canale, Massi. Oh, he's broken through. It's going to be an Italian try. 2 weekends in a row, 2 tries for Andrea Massi.
There he takes the plaudits again. Second try. He didn't seem to have to do too much, but he had the gas to eventually get over the line. They were running hard, they were running straight. We'll see it here. Defensive line for Scotland's not too bad. We can't really see who's getting caught in, but he just goes through it. Scottish hand didn't get to him. He had the pace. A good try there by Massi. We'll see it a bit tighter here. Burton played really well when he came off the bench there. Nicky Walker just didn't quite get him. He got his hands to him. He'd be disappointed. Nicky Walker should have made the tackle, but a good finish there by Massi.
Andrea Massi making his 60th international appearance today. He has scored against Scotland in the past. Rory Jackson, Lamont. This is Daniele, and is this the moment? Has he made it over the line? He's been held up short, and the try still eludes Scotland at Murrayfield.
Offside advantage. Get onside, Blue.
Scotland have an advantage.
And the composure now. Composure by Scotland, not white line fever. Composure to get over it though.
Richie Gray unable to surge. Quick hands from Barclay and Patterson to Jeff Cross, and it will come back for Scotland's advantage. Never in doubt, and it's 2 out of 2 for Chris Patterson, and Scotland regain the lead at Murrayfield. This is Zari.
Stay last feet, okay, 10. I'll move.
This is Burton. Scarby, quick hands to Massey. Nicky Walker made the tackle for Scotland, and a penalty for the Italians. Not rolling away, Daniele.
I need you out of the tackle zone. Well, I need you a bit quicker.
The man who's been converted into a kicker. A necessity, really. Very straightforward, job done for Bergamasco. Confidence for him, and Italy back in front of Murrayfield.
Crouch!
Italy did lose 2 of their own scrums against France last weekend.
Pause! Engage!
Scotland have Brown to Walker. This is Jackson. Oh, there might be space for Rory Jackson. Held up 4 metres short.
Advantage offside.
This is Ford. Ran straight into Del Fava. This is Nicky Walker. They're so close now. Is that the moment? Nick DeLuca, his first ever international try, and a first Scottish try at Murrayfield since November 2009. Get your glasses in the air. It's been a long time between drinks.
It certainly has. The crowd are on their feet now. It has been a long time, but good play there by Scotland. This is the end. This was it. Nathan Hines, offload there. Burton couldn't stop DeLuca. Well played, Nathan Hines. Look, he knows what he's doing. He drives them in. He drags Burton in, and a good finish there by DeLuca.
This is Rory Jackson, and Daniele is upended unceremoniously. Lawson to Jackson. And this now is Nicky Walker! And like buses, 2 come along at once for Scotland. It's another home try at Murrayfield. And crucially, it's a bit of breathing space on the scoreboard.
Well played, Nicky Walker. He was dropped 2 games ago. He's come back in. And that's what he does. That's what he does for the Ospreys week in, week out. He runs hard and he runs fast. You can see here, he gets a short ball of Patterson and he just puts his ears back. He's a big, strong, fast player and a great finish.
Nicky Walker scored a hat-trick of tries for Ospreys against Treviso, an Italian club, last month. Well, the gap opened, but he exploited it to the full.
Well, he absolutely did. I mean, Luke McLean will not be happy with the tackle, but look, he just goes hard. Luke McLean should make that tackle. Zemenzato's not got the pace. Nicky Walker goes over for Scotland's 2nd try. Well played, John Barclay. Fantastic turnover.
And the kick into a bit of space. Canale the furthest back for Italy. Daniele, who's chased up after him. Italy on the back foot. They have possession though. Lo Cicero does not provide clean ball back, and Bergamasco has conceded the penalty. The job is a good one, and Chris Patterson moves Scotland up to 21 points. This is McLean. Now, here he goes. Support is there for Parisa. He may not need them. Oh, what a run from Luke McLean, and he's dropped the ball. You know, that's deja vu from Chris Patterson from against England last weekend when he made a very similar tackle. Castro Giovanni. Good tackle by Scott Lawson. And taken on now by Barbieri.
Lost forward advantage, White.
Scotland get it back again, and Patterson clears away. So Andy Nicol, who is your RBS man of the match?
Well, I mean, there's a few players who've stuck their hand up. Sergio Parisi has been his usual fantastic self for Italy, but for me, a man who's been stealing line-outs, he's been getting around the park, making tackles, he's been taking the ball forward as he's done recently. My RBS Six Nations man of the match is Scotland's second row, Richie Gray.
Just 21 years of age, and once again Richie Gray showing that he may be Scotland's youngest player, and he is quite often Scotland's best player. The clock has gone red. It's a penalty has been awarded, and that could well be that here at Murrayfield this afternoon.
Away you go. It's time. It's time.
Well, this game will draw to a close at Murrayfield on a day when certain hoodoos have been put to roost from Scotland. Nick DeLuca's try, the first scored at Murrayfield since Andy Robinson's first game in charge. It's a big relief for him, and there will be no whitewash for Scotland this year. Also no wooden spoon. Nick DeLuca, who we saw there for a moment, scored the first try, his first in international rugby, and it is Scotland 21, Italy 8.